Hello. I figured I'd do a video showing some of this. Uh, you, Pretty plain to see this guy here. Here's his arms. He's holding somebody else. There's two other faces in there. But you see his legs coming down here. I can cut him out if you like, but here's his head, and there's a woman or something in front. But there's they're able to draw something and have other things on top. It's three-dimensional. So I was just showing some of the, this face here is pretty obvious. You see, there's two eyes and a mouth and hair. And look, there's another face right here next to it. It's a profile. There's lips, the nose, the eye. There's another one in here. But I like this one here because it's the whole body. There's the head, the arm, the elbow, his abdomen, and the legs coming down here. But in the legs, there's someone else sitting here with their knees out here. She's sitting there. Let's zoom in. See, here's her mouth and her eyes. And, there's somebody down here. Another figure. It's 14,000 years old, so things are worn out. There's the guy back in here, you see, in his arms. That's the whole body, this shape here. Oh, is that an elephant head right in front of him? Yeah, he's sitting on an elephant, I think. This is a mammoth head. There's the eye, and this figure here's sitting on top of that mammoth. It's really hard to interpret some of it, and because the things are overlapping. One figure is overlapping other figures. See these people and figures. Here's the guy's face. See, there's his nose, his lips, his hair, and his hair is black. But his hair is another figure here. That's another figure standing there to make his hair. There's this figure here. This looks like the face looking here. Something bright there. But these are photographs. These aren't run through AI or anything. See this eyes, mouth, nose, mouth right there, and somebody standing over here too. People, figures in there. See, there's somebody back here. Here's the head. See, it's pretty worn out, but there's a figure there. Because here's his arm and hand. And there's this, see his face right here. Here's the eye, the other eye, the nose, the mouth. And it's a profile on I got ways I can enhance this. I can temporarily cut out pieces to outline things. So if I come over and go, well, something like that. Yep. And do delete. Yeah. Then you see the profile of the face here. So edit, undo. So I just undid what I did there. I'm gonna grab her hand. And you see a couple figures in here. You see, there's the mouth, and the nose. There's another. This guy's got a face on him. But this is another head. You see, that's the eye, the nose, and the mouth. This is like three faces squished together. There's someone in the middle. Okay. So there was something else I saw in this I hadn't seen before, and it was where is it? Oh yeah, see this guy sitting here. I'll outline him. I'll cut him out. Let's see. Let's just cut him out. You see, you gotta figure. It's kind of two. There's somebody. The one figure is this is the top of his head, and there's somebody standing behind him. But you see, there's another face down in here. There's. But you see, here's the knees, and the legs, feet. And of course, you got this guy. Screwed up with moving the mouse. It got stuck and went the wrong way. Oh, let's do it. I gotta do it looking at the computer and not the phone. Oh, we invert. Now we do this. Now you see the figures standing there. You know, I cut away the rest. It makes it easier for you to see what's there, and you know. So here's his face in here, but look, see, there's other faces here in front of him, and it's another face over here. There's some other figure up here. It looks like a little phallus there in his ear. But you see, those figures are actually there. And here, you see, here's another pair of legs right here, another abdomen. There's somebody sitting over here, this person. You see, because you see the legs here and the groin area here and the arms folded. Okay, so I didn't get part of this bright part I could have taken out. See, now you see the face better. But you see, so this is not just one. It's one after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. You know. And we're just looking at one picture here right now. There's another figure here. See, standing here in the. There's two people. It's like you see one face here, and there's another face right here next to him. So I outline him or those two. All right. Well, okay. Invert. Yeah. So now you see their legs, the behind, the two heads. There's some people, you know, they don't, they're unable. Yeah, their mind refuses to see anything. Hey, Rich, it's not pareidolia; it's ancient archaeology. You see, because there's more than one figure. They're defined. They're in scenes, natural scenes of that you would see people undergoing. There's too many figures for it to be pareidolia. You know what? If you think it's pareidolia, I have the definition. If you think this figure's standing here, and the other one in here, and this one up here, and this guy's standing over here, and these faces, see, there's no other all along here. If all of that is pareidolia, then you're a fucking idiot. Okay? Pareidolia is an insult. When it's truly archaeology, and you call it pareidolia, you come in. You see this guy up in here even. Look at him. He's looking. Who's this guy calling it pareidolia? Richard. Yeah, Richard. I gotta protect it. It's because people like you that call it pareidolia will go out and destroy it and spray paint on it and stuff just to destroy somebody's discovery and destroy it but nobody else can see it because you don't want this out in the public. Tell this guy is pareidolia. Look, there's somebody in there, someone all along here, and there's face on the rock. It's got to move it into the picture. Up here, there's. See, look at this. Is a head, an arm, body. He's got maybe his spear. It's not pareidolia. It's truly archaeology. It's real archaeology. And only ignorant people will call it pareidolia. You gotta be very ignorant because there's just way too many figures in them to call it pareidolia. If you call it pareidolia, you're called an idiot by me. That's all there is to that. See, this is a big head here. These are their heads up across. See, this guy's pretty cool. He's got a beard. Look at this face. Man, wonder if his mother likes him. See, there's his mouth, his nose, his eyes. It's kind of a profile. And there's, figures behind him. It's got two eyes. Maybe the other eye is washed out, stuff grew on it. There's lichens growing on it that distort it and all, but there's really stuff hidden in there. This figure here. Salvador Dali got his start from seeing shapes in rocks and stuff. Look at this big guy sitting back up here. Yeah, now that's pretty clear that would I move the camera? There's this guy sitting here. Here's his eye, nose, ear. But and then there's two heads underneath here. You see here, here's an eye. Here's the mouth, an eye, the nose. It's just, it looks like piles of people. Here's the face, you know, the nose, chin, the eye. This is the side of his head, his ears over here. And it just looks like a bunch of people looking at you. This guy's pretty cool down here. Look, you see? There's a face in here, 2 eyes. And there's this face, the 2 eyes and mouth. There's another over, see the face in here. And there's one in here. And there's this little one here. Look at that. See, there's the nose, the eye, the chin. It's a profile. He's looking to that way. I thought I grabbed my other pointer. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Pencil. So and we're finding all this in one picture, you know. See, there's a face there. There's a face right here. 2 eyes, mouth. There's the eye, the mouth. Yeah, you know, people are taught about that pareidolia by people who are paranoia about ancient stuff and evil spirits and things like, oh, there's evil spirits. It's just very old stuff. See this guy here. See the eye, the mouth, the nose, the hair, and that green doesn't belong there. That's lichens. And so stuff like that, you know, be growing all over it, and it's hard to tell what's under it. But sometimes you can see half the face under the lichen. You know what's under there. You can, you know. But see, his head is made up. There's other faces in his face and other figures in his face if we zoom in more. Now we see a face on somebody here, the breast. It's a woman, it looks like, sitting here, her rear end curving around here, her legs. It takes, you know, it's decayed stuff. Look at this woman standing over here, standing right here on this edge here. Yeah. This is ancient. This stuff from Atlantis. You know, Atlantis wasn't an island city. It had an island city, yes, but it had plains that were 1,200 miles across. That's North America. You don't find plains in South America. It's all jungle. You know, the only way you find plains down there now is because they cleared the jungle out. And it's pretty neat in here. Look at all you see the other people standing. Here's a face, one, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces across there, and their bodies underneath them. This guy in white, someone in black, someone in dark over here, and here's that woman there, some with the ET next to her. That's a face. This is the nose, the eye, the mouth. It's a profile. He's looking at my finger. Big, kind of ugly skull. But sometimes they look a little deformed because there's other figures inside of them, or you know, everything's squeezed in. And I like this face in the back here. Look at him. Look at that one. You see it? The 2 eyes, eye, the nose, the mouth, right here. Okay. Oh, I can do it with shadows. Yeah, with my hands reflecting on there, outline them. Spooky guy, man. And look, this is, looks like a couple breasts there. There's a face on there. So, you know, look at this guy. Orange face. Right here. See the eye, the nose. He's real prominent. And there's another face here in this looking at him. I believe, you know. There's this eye, nose. Here's the face, right? There's an eye. See, these are the two eyes, the nose, the mouth. There's another head in here. But you see, he's covered with lichen, so it makes it hard to see what's there. There's somebody else right in here. And so it's like wall-to-wall art. And when it's wall-to-wall art like that, there's no way. Pareidolia, oh, you get a lot of half faces that you can mirror and stuff. You don't get whole figures. You know, see this? Is it the two eyes, the nose, mouth? Here's the guy here, the eye, the nose. Look, he's got white teeth. You know? And there's somebody standing here. But this is a face here. I gotta take some of my pictures and do some with airbrush. Oh, look at her. You see her? Look at this. Doesn't she look modern? See her face in here? But there's another face back behind her here. But look, her hair, and she's wearing a black blouse. Move it around a little, get the glare change. But you can see there's, I've got it right on, you know, under, on her chest, right on the V of her blouse is where my hand thing is. And there's her face. You know. 14,000 years old. Look at this little guy here. You see him? You see this like a baby in here or something. See the two eyes, the body, and the two legs. And look, see down here? Look at her. Here's the nose, the eye, the mouth. It's got a big hat on or something. Or this is another face, two eyes and a mouth. Ah, look at him. He's spooky. See him? His head's tilted, I think. And see this face here. Here's the two eyes, the nose, mouth. He's got a beard, it looks like. White beard. This is forehead. This is a head. And there's another one back there, you see. Yeah, so see? Can you see them? Don't worry, because they can't see you either. There's just too much going on. There's this guy, two people in here, but this is another person. See, there's the head. And so these two people are drawn on the body of this guy. There's someone standing here. There's an arm, and one leg down. And look, he's got one leg up on a stump. That's a very common pose. The Captain Morgan pose was seen. They used it a lot. And then again, there's these figures up on top. So let's go to the next image. What I got? I figure I go through these and I'm done for today. You know, it's bad enough people give me shit about it, and you know, if there was another Indiana Jones movie, this is what it would be about. National Treasure, Book of Secrets was just about this stuff. and it's extremely important. But millennials and stupid shits don't give a shit. Hey, Jay. Yeah, I'm passing through Colorado this October. I'd appreciate you camp on your land. Yeah, no problem, Jay. I should still be here about October, but I plan on trying to get out of Colorado for the winter this year. My RV down south. But you see this guy's head and his arms coming down. There's somebody else there. Look, there's fingers. The fingers, but the fingers are other figures standing in there and stuff. It's just eroded. So smaller stuff's harder to see and stuff. This guy here, and look, there's somebody up here. See a smiley right there? So this is his face. This is another person. So there's somebody laying there and somebody laying over top of them, like mourning them maybe. And look here, look at this guy. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. This is a neat rock cropping here. You see him? There's his nose, his eye, mouth, and you know it's a man and a woman behind him, or a woman in front of him, and then this is even a whole figure, human, from here down. Here's his feet, and there's the face. There's figures up here. You see the face here. There's the eye, nose, mouth. There's another head here. There's an eye, the nose, the mouth. But you see, this is somebody down here. See, here's the legs. One leg, the other leg, the abdomen, trunk, and the head, the shoulder, going down to the hand. You know, it's just somebody laying back there. Here's a big head here with a mouth open. There's face in here. That person we already covered, but you see this whole thing here is a face too. There's two eyes and nose with weed on it, and he's got like one of them droopy mustaches. But you see, you know, it's a face. There are other figures in it. Here's somebody looking up at the sky. And look at this. See, there's the mouth. This one's laying almost pointing to the top of the head right here. So here's the eye, the other eye, the nose, the mouth. This is a face here. Sometimes you see it better when I back out, or you see there's a face right in here. It's just plastered. Here's another perfect head. You see it's a profile. Here's the nose, the mouth, the eye, and there's his ear is somebody else's head right here. This is another head, an opening for his ear, but there's a face here. You're talking about people that did a lot of hallucinogenics, okay? And they were great artists. They were great artists. See, there's faces in. Look at these. Now, lips, nose, eyes. Eye, nose, lips. This is the head. There's a face here. See his two eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And the other reason people can't see it, they're not spiritually connected. They don't have a spirit that can connect with it. Their spirit is dead and hollow. Look at this face on here. You see it? See the nose and the two eyes and the mouth. And there's a guy up here. See his face here. And this is his eye, nose, mouth, right here. You see him? This is his chin. Here's his mouth. This is his nose. He's got two nostrils. He's got two eyes. There's a face on here. There's a face in here. There's a face on this hooded woman here. You see her? This is just her profile of her face. Inside, she's got a hood, ancient burqa. But look at this eye, mouth, nose, this face, that face there. That's pretty bizarre. Yeah, we already looked at him. Okay, let's go to the next picture. Oh. Now you see a whole lot there. Yeah, this face over here, there's a guy down here, somebody here, head here, there's a head down there, there's a face in there, there's these people here, face here, face up here, and there's a little guy in there, and just everywhere. Here's somebody's head and two breasts. And, but what's that? What's that thing? See, because these are the legs. These are the two legs. This is the waist area of the figure. So, is that a male or a female or a hermaphrodite? Because this looks like the breasts there. But that looks like... No, it's a woman, see, because here's the crotch. And that's just somebody... It's like somebody with a tattoo on their leg. You see another figure in this leg. There's the head and the back, the rear end, the abdomen. Here's the legs coming down. And look, there's somebody looking up. Look at these down here. This guy, that's really cool. You see his eyes, his nose, his lips, his face, his hair coming down the back of his head. So this is his head. Or his head is this. It's just awesome. Because there's so much, it's hard for people to believe it, I'm going to try to figure out what I'm seeing. Okay. If I rotate it, maybe it'd be easier. But these are two people standing. See, if I had a tree in between them, that'd be, so there's a figure here and one here, and they're looking at each other, and there's a gap in between them. But they make up the face of another person somehow. But you see look at this guy sitting right in here. You see him? The head, the arm, the other arm. He's like the thinker almost, except he doesn't have his hand up under his chin. And one thing, you don't know where the reality of this, there is you do see a little tiny bit of pareidolia, but mostly it's because this stuff is so worn out. People think it's pareidolia because it's so rough. Look at that face. You see him? This is the chin, the lips, the nose, the eye, and the eye. This is one head. But he's got other figures. See, there's another face inside his chin. And who's to say the ancient people didn't have a little pareidolia and they went and doctored the rocks up to make it what they, and now everybody's been looking for Atlantis. Everybody, all the, that's the big thing. Where's Atlantis? Why can't we find Atlantis? And then when somebody finds it and shows it, nobody wants to believe it. But here's an eye, a nose. I don't know. That looks kind of, yeah. That's this person standing here. See, there's three main figures standing here, kind of. Oh, it might be fourth, and somebody over here. We look at him? Where is he? Yeah, I guess he's part of this other one. But you see, here's the nose, the eye, the ear, the chin, a profile face looking that way. But it's on top of the other face we were just looking at, you see. There's so many layers. And this figure is sitting in here with this head. And here's, I don't know, his arm or another person. There's somebody laying here or something. He's like curled up in here. His face there. There's his face in that one. That one. It just... It's amazing how it just goes on and on. This guy's, you see him, the eye, nose. He's like a tin soldier or something. There's a couple figures in here. You see them standing there? Here's the head of the one, here's the head of the other, and his body, here's his leg. He's wearing like a skirt or something. Or maybe that's a woman wearing, I don't know. Which one's, one's a man, one's a woman, I'm sure. These people melted rock too. These people I know did. I've found art melted into rock. But look at his face in here. Kind of eerie face coming out. But yeah, I like them. Because you can see he's wearing like a Native American skirt. I watched that video by Genadok and Eugene Tellis from the Taos Powwow, man. They got to see that video. It's like, man, these people are brighter and more colorful than the Egyptians. They descend from these ancient Americans. This is a really cool one. You see this one face, here's the face, and here's his arm coming up around, and then here's his legs, his knees, and he's got a loincloth. There's a face in here. There's figures across up here, over here. There's something going on down here with this guy. And these things, see, there's a couple. I see three faces right there. One, two, three. And another one there. And up here, look at that face there. Look at him, he's got a flaming tongue or something. But that's probably another human figure coming out of his mouth. That's badass. I don't know if you can... I'll do the outline thing again. Yeah, Bert. You see, this is the head. There's somebody crawling out of his mouth. And you see, here's a face. There's an eye there with a nose, but this nose is somebody else. He looks like a speed skater or something, kind of bent over with two legs coming down here. I'll zoom in on him. No, see, somebody sitting here. Here's his face. He's got a pole or a stick or something, but in his arm coming down, he's got his waistband, but it looks like he's wearing a dark shirt. And here's his legs hanging down. Now here's a woman laying across him here. This is her arm, her face, her body, her knee, her other leg. So she's laying there with her leg across his lap. See her laying in there, and he's up here. Look at this. This is princess. There's a face, kind of the profile right here. There's the eye. It's looking at those two. Sometimes it's them looking at themselves. But look, see this face in here? There's an eye, the nose, the mouth, and the rest of her's in the shadow. Yeah, because the other eye is over in there. I see it. And there's somebody hiding in here. You see their head there, an arm, but this is another face down here. It's just crazy how much. And here we got a couple more people. Here's the nose, the mouth. Here's his guy's head, eye. Is there somebody's light colored? Yeah, there's a light. See, eye, a mouth. And here, the knees coming up. There's somebody kind of sitting there on them. This is long before Greece. This is 9,000 years before Plato. 9,000 years before Greece. But there were Greek gods, Egyptian gods. It's I got a bunch of little mercury silver rounds, 1 gram silver coins with mercuries on them. His face in here. This is going to be another face. See, it's a profile of one. See, there's the nose, the mouth, the eye, and all the hair. The curve, you know, it's like wavy, curvy hair. Like she had a hairdo, man. Follow Mercury through pages of time. Yeah. I'm pretty much deeply embedded in this ancient, you know. See the eyes, the head, the body, the arm coming over here. Here's the elbow and the arm coming across, and here's the, you know, the hip and the leg coming over. You gotta follow the legs of it. You know, it goes down. It looks like behind somebody else. But that's just in a little. See, look at this guy up here. See, here's the guy here. Here's somebody in here. See the smile and the two eyes and the smile. And there's somebody else here, you know, man, woman, child, or whatever. Here's somebody else over here with their dog or maybe their mammoth. I don't know. There's but it's something with a white head. It's like a kangaroo, man. It's got two little arms coming up right there. You see that? Something weird sitting there. And look at that guy, and he's cool. You see, this is an eye, this is a forehead, and he's got like a cap on, but that's a rock. You know, that line across there is a crack in between the rocks. And he's got a beard. You know, maybe that's just Jesus. And nobody else can see him. Only those who are spiritually enlightened can see it. And then again, here we see you got this head here, you got this guy here, and then there's another head. Here's the eye, the nose, the mouth. This is another head right here. And I see another one up here. I see one up here. What I think Forrest made some comments about that. Pandora's box. When he mentioned Pandora's box, opening Pandora's box. That's what this is exactly. Right out of the frickin' rabbit hole. Look at him and them in there. See, there's a face here. Somebody in here. There's figures all across here. Boom, 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 boom. This guy, he looks angry. Look at his face here. And look at this head up. You see this one here? Look at the eye, the mouth. And Dennis Stafford at the Smithsonian, he said, we don't know where the Clovis people left their art. We don't have a clue. Well, it's because you're blind, Dennis. Blind. You know, some things in archaeology take a special eye, not just somebody with a degree. You got to have the eye for it. Look at this. See, here's somebody walking, the legs walking across, the head walking that way. But you see somebody walk across. There's other figures over here. Yeah, they were like wall-to-wall carpeting, man. Where you get right there. See the face here? There's the eye, the mouth. There's another head in here. There's a woman here. There's a little face down here. And this, what's this? Across there. I'm gonna zoom in. That's almost like a W. See there? So I see stuff like that that looks like there's some type of writing occasionally. But it's, and it's, you know, old Arcadian. I mean, go back as the oldest writing as possible. But I also see this mouth here, a nose, and two eyes. There's the nose, there's the mouth. There's, you know, this is the head, and she got Marge Simpson hair, maybe. See this figure here with the eye, the mouth, the nose. It's got a hand in here. But there's also, look, little stick girl. You see her? Here's the head. Here's the arms, the legs, the body. There's the face. There's the eye and the mouth. And that's just pixels on here. Because you see it's way up there. So you'd have to get a lot closer to get a better picture. Wow, that's neat. This is another group of you know, because there's two, three heads there, another one up, you know, but it's kind of dark. It's not showing up good on the phone. And what's this circle? Look at this guy. He looks like an elf. You see, here's an eye. There's an eye, and the nose, and the mouth. The mouth is in here. And so, and look, it's like a lion face in there, too. That's Ezekiel, you know, and his head had four faces, one on each side or whatever, you know. You see that guy standing there? Let me see if I can. Yeah, you see, here's the head, there's the nose, the eyes. He's got like a helmet on. He's standing here. Here's his arm, and his elbow's bent or something. And his hands coming up under his chin. Here, his other arm's coming down by his side, and he's wearing like a skirt and maybe a vest. But yeah, let me cut him out. Ha ha ha. Now you might see him better. So he's looking at you, and he's looking both other directions, and there's four other faces in his head, but eh, use the mouse. See his eye, his nose, his mouth, and his head. You know, what I got to do, some of these, you know, I got to take them and I guess I got to airbrush paint them. Look, he's got like a wheel. He's got like a wheel in his arm. And there's some red over here. But there's this wheel thing, you know? That he's holding. That's neat. I think I'll clip him out and save him somewhere. Yeah. Redo. Not enough memory. Not enough memory. Well, yeah, I want to cut him out again and save him. I'm just going to do it rough and paste it, and I'll go work on him later. It wouldn't let me recopy. It won't let me copy? What the hell? What the hells? I was telling these guys, men are so smart. They're trying to get more people to subscribe to their channel. If you got a channel, you need more subscribers, go subscribe to What the Hells, HALES channel. They do storage locker auctions, and Oh man, why won't it let me copy? Layers, merge, no. Won't let me copy it. That's weird. Okay. Because I got too many files open. We'll go to this next picture here. See, here's this guy here. I think we've seen him on another one. There's the face. And look, there's somebody in here. See, there's the eye, the nose, the chin, the mouth. It's kind of a pointed face. There's a figure in here. There's two eyes, a mouth. These are figures along here. Oh yeah, this is this. See, because this is that same area of that other picture. So here's that guy again. Oh, see, here's his eyes, his nose. Oh, he's got his arms crossed in front of him. He's got his arms folded in front of him, it looks like. And then he's got like a sword coming down alongside him. Or hanging, there's that red cape. Yeah, and look at this head next to him. Look at this head. See, there's an eye there, mouth, the nose. It's like a skull head. And this picture, I adjust colors. I don't, no airbrush, nothing. And you see, here's somebody up here. There's the mouth, the two eyes. It's got hair. It's got a white face. That's what archaeologists don't like. And the Hopis say that white men were here before us. Here's a couple of good-looking rock kids. And you see somebody in here. Look, see, there's even two eyes and a smile on that. And there's even her head is somebody else standing there. There's another head on top, and her hair is his arm. When we get in there, watch this. So here's the happy face right here, this part with this body here, but then that's the waist of this guy, little guy up here with the profile here, looking at this other little head here. And look at this down here. You see him? I'll move him over. Yeah. Whole group of. I mean, when it looks like BC. Oh, and look, this is a face looking that way too. It's a nose of this guy with legs stretched out. One leg going this way, right here. That's his one leg. This is his other leg. This dark area here is his shorts. And here's his back, and here's his face. And he's looking in here at this group of people in here. And you see they got legs and faces. And there's, hello, Grace Slick. Grace Slick would love this shit. But look at the face here too. Eye, mouth, teeth. It's like a skull thing right there. Right through there, see him? Yeah, look, you see he's got shoulders, but he's made up of other people. And here's another, just freaking awesome. Is that Grace Slick? I was just talking about her. You see that? The nose, the eyes, the mouth. Here's the mouth. But see, there's a face. Look at this face. There's the eyes and nose. And there's another dancer like right here. See her head right here. And there's faces. It's like Kiss back there. Now you see this big Joker guy here. You see his Joker face with his triangle open mouth, and there's figures here and here. Pareidolia ain't that way. It isn't like Dolly reincarnated. No, pareidolia. And I can't try and figure out what is this his his butterfly net or what? There's a guy standing here. See the girl right here with her ponytails maybe, and there's another head here face. Look at this elephant. That's I think one of the mammoth figures, and it's a face looking up, and there's a face right here. This white figure here. This it activates something in your mind when you finally, if you can't see it, when you finally do, it really activates something in your mind, you know. But there's a figure. See this guy's head and his arm. I'm gonna use a pencil. Here's his arm coming out, his other arm coming out. His body is here. One leg here, knee bent, and leg going back. The other leg going this way. And it's like he's on a scaffold. There's a scaffold board or something under him that's hanging from the top of the rock or cliff. I wonder how I'm going to get rid of that. Might gotta get rid of I almost need a black hood or do this at night. And you see another guy. Here's a guy in here. You see his white teeth and his face, you know. He's like one of the Rolling Stones, his arm coming out. But there's a face down here, too. And so he's standing there. I don't know, he's got his arm over that. Is that a mammoth? I think that's another mammoth. That's his elephant. You see, and the trunk comes down, curls right here. And there's a face inside the curl of the trunk. You see that? Look at this. Who's he? Okay. Now here's a face. This right here. This is his mouth, his nose, his eye, his other eye. You know, and it looks like Gaddafi or something. Look, there's another guy in here. Here's his nose, his eye, mouth. It's like he's got like a Jackie Gleason face. And here's his woman right here, profile, looking up at him. His eye, the nose, the lips, and the ear. So this face is facing this face, where they are kissing. and look at it. See the girl back here, or somebody back here. Here's the head, the body, the arms. And it kind of morph into other things when you back out. Look, see this face in here. Look at her. See, this is what I was saying. You know, you got to imagine, some parts, see the eyelashes? The eyes, this is her face. But there's another... I can't tell if there's another figure on her nose or damage to the rock, you know, since then. It looks like there could be another figure on her face that makes up her body. See, it's a lump, it's a nose. See him? There's the eyes. This is a skull. I don't know what this shape is. And these two round things down here, I don't know what those are. But I think this is it's a giant penis. It's a penis. And look at the guy standing back here. See him and his nose and eyes with a little guy down here in the crack. This two eyes. It's hard not to see this stuff in it. Hey, look, see, there's three heads across here. No, but there's elephants in between. There's an elephant. There's an elephant. You see the trunk come down here in his eye. That's his elephant trunk. So there's people in here. These people worshipped elephants. Plato says Atlantis had to have elephants. This one, my Atlantis has elephants. It qualifies. Big time. It has 1,200-mile plains. Look at this. This is an alien up here. Look, right? And he's throwing his trash out or something. And this face in here, this guy in here, he must be some overlord or something. Who knows? There's faces in here. That's one big face. You see his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. That's what qualifies as a face, you know? But there's somebody else going across his face. There's like a woman here. And see, there's her face. And look at this nose here. It's on the nose. Here's eyes, the nose, the mouth. So this is a head. And this keeps going and going. We looked at that, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, I gotta start closing some of these. There we go. Okay. Now, look at this elephant. It's beautiful. Can you see the elephant? The mammoth? Here's the head of the mammoth and the trunk coming down. This is the mammoth. The head comes and the trunk curls up here. And this is a person here. This is the mammoth trunk. It has like a hand. It's pointed upward, but it's like a hand on the end of the mammoth trunk. The mammoth had, elephants kind of have like two little fingertips, but the mammoth had longer fingers, basically, the end of their trunk. They could grab things easier and stuff. But that's a mammoth there with the person, and there's another person here on this side of the mammoth. This is the head and shoulders, but you see there's a face in there. There's a woman in there. We'll zoom in on her. You see, here's her mouth, here's her nose, here's her eye, and you see what is this? What is she right behind there? This is her mammoth head, mammoth trunk coming down in front. Here's a tusk of the mammoth, and she's kissing her mammoth here. Here's another set of mouth. She's got two mouths, so she's looking up here and kissing her mammoth, and she's looking straight at you at the same time. See these figures in here. It's that guy with the big ears on that on the Late Show on Fox News. You know, the guy with the big ears, dorky guy. And did you see her face in there? Yeah. I don't know if you can see him. Sometimes it looks better. Zoom out a little bit. So I go by what the phone is showing too. But you see, this is the elephant eye, the elephant trunk coming down. But the bottom of his trunk has got this face in it, and there's other faces. And you see this, these stuff like this up here. This looks like letters going across, like B. But no, there's an elephant with a trunk coming up, curving, and so some of it looks like letters, or did they use human formations to simulate letters? That's a pretty easy face to see. There's the eye, the nose, the mouth. This is a scene. Oh wow! I don't know if you see at the right distance. You can kind of see there's somebody here, but these lichens here. See, there's lichens growing all over it and down here, so it makes it hard to see all the activity going on, you know. But yeah, there's several figures in there. That's like a painting. You see a couple in here. There's somebody in here. We'll look at him. See, here's his head, his shoulders. And there you see a face down here again. There's a woman's face in here. There's these are heads. There's a head. See, there's somebody up there. And somebody back there. And there's people, there's a group all the way around this one here. That's pretty neat. And then his body here is probably a mammoth head. You know, they put a human head on top of a mammoth head because a mammoth head, they can make the body of the person with the mammoth head. Wow. That's Frankensteinish. You see this guy's eye, his nose, his cheek, his teeth. Here, this is his nose here. Goes into, and then his teeth are right here. And there's little figures, little men that make up his teeth. And see, there's a row of people there too. There's a scene in here. It's very old and very hard to see, but I see heads all, a crowd of people. There's somebody laying here. You see, there's the face and the body, the legs coming down, and there's just people all the way. Oh, here's her head, her face, eye, but there's people all the way around this person. It's like a funeral scene, you know. And then look at this face over here. Here's the eye, the nose, the mouth. This is a head. It's got a headband, long hair. This is the hair, you know. Yeah. I did a live one with a rope about a year and a half ago. Look at this guy sitting in here too. You see the head here, body, but there's other head here. There's another head. You know, there's other faces, and see, there's a face right here. There's the eye, the nose. Right, it's a profile looking at the pencil. Look, it's got teeth right here too. Okay, so that's a weird little area, but you can get lost in the, you know, and I go out and I get the pictures, and you don't see all of this when you're taking the pictures. You see this when you get the pictures at home, and you blow them up and go, what the? See, here's somebody. These are his legs here. These are the two legs. Here's his groin and his body coming up here. Where's his face? There's a face right in here. But there's a face here too, you know. So his chest has a face on it. And I want to get over here on this figure. You see it? That's his shoulder and his head. Let me go over there. See, here's the profile. There's the eyeball, the chin, the mouth, the nose. But there's this figure in here looking up at it. And the shoulder, the arm, the other shoulder, and the arm. And look, here's the knees. So here's got the knees up to her chest. And, oh, man, that's badass. You see her in there? She's sitting here. There's her head. She's got a hat on, like Tinkerbell hat. Here's her shoulder and her arms. Her arms going down under her back of her knees. These are her knees right here. And she's just sitting there looking up at that god or whatever. Adjust. Photo fix this. There, brighten it up a little. She's sitting there. Look, there's somebody else's face coming out right here. There's somebody else's face in there. But she's sitting here. You know? And I could take little things like that. I've been thinking I'm going to take little stuff like that out of my pictures and blow it up, sketch it on a canvas, and I can paint by numbers with art like that to input, you know? Trace what I found. And there's somebody else here. See, there's the head and the body and the leg. See, sitting on the edge here or stepping over something. Here's the nose, the two eyes. There's somebody, and I saw somebody in here when I was looking at her. She's neat. I have another look at her. Okay, I go to the next picture. Here you clearly see a guy standing in the middle here. Here's his head. There's the eye, the nose, the mouth, you know, the shoulder and arm. There's the waist, but there's somebody else. There are other figures inside his body. Look at this face here. That's like Jean-Luc Picard, no, or it's Q in Star Trek, right? And there's another face on here, face up here looking up. Now we'll zoom in. The way we want to zoom in first, let's go over onto this face, because you can see it's made of many other faces and figures. Here's an elephant trunk curling in here. There's a face there, a face there. They're just all, you know, I gotta go up and get closer pictures of some stuff. And some stuff you gotta get further back. Oh, look at there. You can see this in here, and there's a face in here, and look, the eye, the nose, the mouth. I'll move him more in the center. You see there? And then the back of his head, here's the eye, the elephant trunk. So the front of his face is a human face, and the back side has an elephant trunk coming off. And look at that face. Oh. It looks like Buster Keaton in that on front of the train, you know? You see him with this as a mouth. Mouth is like tied, and there's an eye. The other eye is in behind that figure. There's a nose. So this is the whole face. Wow. So this is, yeah. Wow, that's cool, isn't it? See him? That's badass. You see him. See the eye, nose, mouth. But there's somebody standing right here in front of him. And you see there's three figures here. There's this guy, three key ones. There's others in between them, I'm sure. There's this darker figure here, this guy here, and this one here. But I'm seeing someone here, and now in between, right here it's a profile looking at the pencil, and you see the heads down here in the bottom. And the black box. Let's look at that black box. It does look like a suitcase, huh? Holy shit. Well, that's a big one if it has a rock. Because look at this tree. This is a tree. So it looks like a giant suitcase there. But you see all the faces back here. This face. To the other side. Break on through to the other side. That was when I first moved to Colorado in '89. That song was playing when I got to the Eisenhower Tunnel. Break on through to the other side. See the eye, the nose. There's something over it in his mouth. This is in his hair. That's beautiful. And here's probably his squaw or mistress or whatever here. Oh yeah, see here's the nose, and here's an eye and the other eye. You know, looking up. That face. And then that face. Okay. I've got a lot of stuff, man. This face here. See red lips, eye, nose. There's somebody else in here. With just you got a bandana, and you see the eye and the nose and the other eye in there. You know. What I gotta do is print some of these out and sketch on them with a pencil, maybe. You know, to bring out some of the. Because here's a couple hugging each other or something, or it's a mammoth because of this long trunk-like thing. I don't know, but it's a couple here, and you see a groin area and hips. So and and legs. Yeah, this must be the woman on this side, and the guy on that side. Okay. I get up here in this corner. You see the face on here. He's got eyebrows and eyes and a mouth. It, his face, eyes, nose. Some people don't like me telling them what's there, but other people are just blind unless you do. So the ones that don't, that want to look for yourself and all that, that's a little too bad. I'm trying to get people that can't see anything to see it. You know? This guy, he's pretty neat. You see the nose, the mouth, the eye, his ear. That's cool. Look, see the dark hair, and there's some boy hiding in his hair. You see the eye, the mouth, and there's other figures down here. In this, some of it's really complex. And look, you see a pair of legs there? See, there's like somebody standing in there. There's like, behind these rocks, you see this pair of legs. There's somebody right there. 2 eyes. Somebody next to him. Next picture. You see, this is somebody's loincloth or something, and their 2 legs coming down, and this may be one. Some of them, it's like there may have been their head was up here, and it's been knocked off. The head that was up here has been knocked off the top of the cliff. But you see other faces in there. It's from Ghostbusters. It's Dan Aykroyd. Let's go in here. See, there's a face there and a face there. This guy's got... Ooh, is that a flying saucer? Is this a flying saucer here? We got to get Ancient Aliens or somebody, There's the flying saucer. Okay. But, oh, look at this guy up here. You see him with the 2 eyes? He's got white on his nose and mouth, but this is his head. And here's his shoulders, and his arms are reaching down into this group of people. See his other shoulder? Ah, okay. That guy. Look at him. How obvious is that? Oh, I'm leaning on my temperature weather station. Yeah, that's cool. That guy there bending over. Oh, is this somebody's backside? See, there's his butt and his head. See, he's looking down in here. Yeah, that's what that is, his backside. And then this person here is leaning out and looking down. Wow, that's cool. He's like climbing down off the top. We got a couple figures over here. But when you get in closer, one head turns into 2. And this guy, look at him. Can you see him? Here's the eye, the nose, the mouth. He's got a beard. Here's, and he's got, they had these caps. They were wearing hats. I've seen lots of images with hats. Here's another guy. Eye, nose, chin. And there's a guy up here behind him. Look at him. See? It must, yeah, it's Captain Cook. Yeah. Yeah, on Gardener's Island. Right there, that's him, the old pirate. What's falling out of his mouth? What's this figure? That's, I think that's Godzilla. Go, Godzilla, Godzilla. Look, to see these people in front of him? See, this guy's like wearing a towel. There's another head here. Look, this, but this guy here, it's just weird. Look at this person back here, man. You see them? Let's zoom in on that a little more. That's just about perfect, isn't it? Yeah, show me other places where you can get this many figures in a photograph. You see him? You see the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and there's another figure here next to him, another one here, another one in here. It's just one face after another. One face leads to another. Yeah. And, I'm putting this out on you. I've discovered Atlantis. I'm making that claim. I found the remnants here in Colorado. I'm the first to publish it. You see here is a line of people. This guy back here, somebody in front of him. There's a head there. There's somebody climbing up. Oh, that's the same guy we looked at that was bending over and looking down, huh? But you find him in different, it's just too much. Too many positions, and here you see somebody in front here, but there's a leg. See this leg coming down over the top? Where's the rest of her? Oh, there she is. Oh, we shouldn't show that. Is that what that is? Look at this. This is her. These are her legs going over. Here's her, and there are people, and he's got his nose. This profile, the nose, the mouth, has got his right in between her legs. That's about as nasty as caveman can get. We'll go on to something else. Where's the rope? Oh, it's awesome. Show them. That was the rock porn. That was rock porn right there, man. Look at this. You see this figure is a head and an arm, and here's a leg, and he's got something protruding there, so it must be a guy, right? And here's an. I use the pencil better. Here's another head, so here's one person, another. Each of these is another person. Look at this face down here. His nose, his eyes, and his big smile. He's happy. Happy rock. Let's find happy rocks instead of the porno rocks. There is porno in their rocks. Like, yeah. Here's people. There's a head face right here. Look at this guy here. There's somebody here sitting here. See, there's the legs, the knee, the foot. These are the 2 feet sticking out. Just a little person sitting there. What do we got? See, here's a couple standing here. Here's the head. Here's their legs. See, they're standing there. he's got his arms around her or something. It's a man and a woman. And this, see the ripples? The ripples like that? It's like elephant trunk with ripples coming up over the, see the elephants here. This is the elephant head. Born in the poem. Take it in the canyon down to Homer Brown. Yeah. Yeah, there's it's where warm waters halt. That's, at birth. And you take it in the canyon down to the home of Brown. I mean, you're going from one orifice to the other. So yeah, you see the people up here. Look at this face in here even. And this face on this one. And they got these hats. Their hats grow lichens, their faces aren't. Oh, this one's got a beard. See a dark beard? And the nose. And this one's got a beard too. With the eyes and the nose and chin. But he's got a beard. The shadow, they use the shadows. That's one reason Forrest Fenn put the shadow, because shadows are important. And you can make shadows with flashlights. Yeah, I'm yeah, look at these. Look at this. Here's his eyes, his nose, and his mouth right here. He's looking up. Here's his ear. It's a face right there. But it's also a figure standing there. See, this is a head, and the shoulder comes down, and it did it. And here's the legs coming out of like bloomers. I don't know, but see her? See if I go like that. You see that person there in between my fingers. There's this group here. Look, look. So see, you don't see three people sitting across here. You can't, this this profile here. These are heads of these bodies down here. There's another face there. There you go. There's my Facebook profile picture. There's eye, nose, mouth, ear, helmet, neck, shoulders. Yeah, see the shoulders are there, below the neck. This one's got a lot in it. For one, this is a big face. There's the mouth, the nose, the eye, the other eye. This big head. And you can see there are figures inside a scene. There's a head there, somebody sitting there, somebody standing here. There's somebody sitting up here looking down. That's almost like the Forrest Fenn Rockwell. And these figures down here. So you see, there's a, it looks like a, yeah, there's a woman laying here. See her mouth, her nose, her eyes, her hair. She's like laying on her stomach. She's like laying on her stomach. Yeah, this could be caveman porn. You see, zoom in, you see this face here. You see a lot of, yeah, there's some weird stuff going on in there. And there's other figures up in here. A face in there. You see this mouth and the eyes and the nose. See him? He's a funky looking dude, man. And there's people in here. There's a witch. And there's an alien, and yeah. Look at that face. You see it? This is the profile of the head. And there's the chin and the neck. And this is his forehead. He's looking up to the left. But look at these faces on his cheek and stuff. And look at this face in here. And a face in... and the one down here, and this guy over here. Here's a, you know, and here's somebody's fingers on the back of this guy's head, and it's just it's very complex stuff. You gotta have an eye for it. We go back to that now. Can we cut that guy out now? Wow. Copy merged. I can't copy. Huh. I'm gonna have to shut down the program and but let me see, where's the switcheroo on here? I know where the switcheroo is. It's underneath the Facebook Messenger pop up. There. Now, what realistically, how do I what? Let me see what that say. How do you consummate a marriage? Mary clues. Close to map. Well, it's a treasure hunt. And the best treasure map says treasure on it. It doesn't get any simpler. It doesn't get any simpler. It says treasure on the map. But it's a nearby map. It's a nearby map that says treasure. Part of the home of Brown is I think it's on the map that says treasure, or it's on the map next to it. The map says treasure is near the middle. Getting messages. Let's see what. Yeah. They're just asking about my. Yeah, there's a lot of that on in the ride. I got one where the Indian, I made a GIF. If my Giphy page is Clovis Man, is Clovis Giphy Clovis Man, I think. Why did I get 2 notifications for that? Same message popped up again. You know, I put it in the thing, it pops up again. Pops up again. It's like I see it on my computer. I don't need to be re-notified. There, seen it. Yeah, I cleaned my desk up. That's a chore. Get everything off it and then polish it and put my stuff back on. Do you think cowmen will talk about Bill's rocks? Cowmen? No. They're clueless. That guy. He said he's never gone camping even or nothing. He's never gone into the wilderness. You know? He's going to be one of them missing 911s. He'll go out there and get lost. He's a city boy. Where's my other support for my phone? Because I got to hold this, and this sucks. I had it on a thing that I could get on the computer, show the computer. There, that's better. Yeah, I gotta change my shirt someday. Ain't nobody around, so what the hell? Balls. Yeah, I seen the balls at the Chinese restaurant again. They got this Buddha there with his hand. You know, he's holding a ball in each hand, and it's like, why is he holding his balls in the air? Yeah, my fortune cookie. It said, shit, man, it won't put it so you can read it. So I read it. You thrive on adventure. Try something new. Like, yeah, try something new. I'll go. Different treasure hunt, you mean, or no? If anything, maybe go photographs, expand out, and see how far this stuff spreads. If I can find it in other places, you know, because apparently archaeologists don't have. They've been trained in. They went to school for archaeology, but they never had an imagination of their own. It's only what they were taught in school. If he can solve a riddle, it depends on what riddle you asked him. If you ask him things about the treasury, he's not going to tell you. Except I asked him if being around cannibals would be no place for the meat. He said, sure it would. Sure as heck would. Basically, you know. But I'm not lying about what he said about the. When I told him, 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead, and that's what Benjamin Franklin said in his, newspaper writings or whatever. When he when he was impersonating some woman or something, but I told Forrest that, and what it means. If 3 know the secret, it means before it was 2 knew the secret. He started it with 2 knew the secret. Him and Leo Salazar. Leo Salazar was dead, so he could keep the secret. If 3 know the secret, that means there's a searcher that knows the secret. And there's a searcher and Forrest Fenn who knows the secret, because Leo's already dead. He knew the secret. Leo's already buried in 1991. So if if I told him 3 may keep the secret if 2 of them are dead, and he's implying, you know my secret and you're threatening to kill me so that you're the only one with the secret, or that he would need to kill me so he's the only one with the secret, you know. And he was, this is at Fembury, and he's doing this in my chest, you know. He's he says, are you threatening me, you know? And I was hoping somebody there at Fembury had their camera running when he did that, you know. Hoping somebody got a picture of that, you know. There's Forrest Fenn scolding Bill Gorman, you know. And so the appearance looks bad. You know, oh, Bill Gorman must have said something really piss him off to get him to poke him in the chest. But he was joking. And I was letting him know I knew what Benjamin Franklin was the original quote. And then cryptically, you know, he's insinuating I know his secret, and so I'm going to have to kill him so that I'm the only one left with the secret, the only omnipotent guru left. That's how it works. These teeth are a pain in the ass, but they sure do look good. Hey, Paul. How's things over there on the other side of the pond? I talked for an hour and a half showing my, because this video was about what I found and trying to show how widespread these figures and faces and carved rocks and all are, and showing details. Why is it notifying me because I'm getting a bunch of replies on Messenger. It keeps popping up in front of my screen, and I try, I get to that after I'm done streaming. Did disability cover the teeth or? No. I got it through community dental and had a grant for senior people over 60 in Colorado. And I'm really getting used to them. I learned how much glue you got to put on them to eat, and it's quite a bit. You know, at the dentist they try and say, oh, you only need a dab here and a dab there, and look, they say fine. Yeah, but give me a freaking steak. You go bump and the other side pops up and all. So if you want to eat with dent, you got to really glue them fuckers down. Hey, look, great, perfect fit. Yeah, she did a real good job. Yeah, I've seen people that paid a lot more and didn't get. See, these are mine here, and all the rest are. So I got to do a little more whitening on those to get them to match the others. But really, you don't hardly ever see my bottom teeth. So, yeah, I had them done. Community dental, where'd it go? I'll do a little plug for them. Oh, it's my emerald tablet. Forrest has one of these. This is a broken one. This one's, see, it's got a crack down the back, or all the way through. It's harder to see on the front. Yeah, well, you can see the crack going across there. Glued it back together. It's still a good one. That was the first one I made, but I got a couple others, and I gave Forrest one. I can make some more, and I got these little tombstone things. Frenchman, if you should pass this way and wish to please my ghost. Forgive a sinner and yeah. I sent a friend of mine my the one picture I started with on this stream, with the it's just people all over it, and he's messaging me back with all the circling all the figures in it and stuff, and he's a better lawyer than Joel Lewicki, more qualified lawyer anyhow. He's able to see the evidence and believes in my solution. Yeah, this guy, I like Forrest told me when I was trying to sell the Buffalo Cowboys car, he said, I can't confirm anything about that. I can't say anything about that thing. I can't confirm. He can't confirm it, but he can't deny it either. He can't truthfully deny it, that Buffalo Cowboys car is the Buffalo Cowboys car. Hey, Paul. Rationalistic. Who's being rational? I watch. The men are so smart. Ronnie, don't let Lou make you dress like that all the time. No. My sister tried to dress us up like girls, and no, we didn't allow that. Make Lou wear the dress next time. Make switch role. Do a role reversal, Lou and Ron. Yeah, put Lou in the dress. Make Lou the See, that was funny. Yeah. A hippie's lisp. Okay. Yeah, it's more like watching a vulture poop. Yeah, I didn't even. I started watching one of the last one they did, and it's like nothing even. Where's anything that's anything new and about the treasure hunt, and anything different and different from what you've already discussed. Man on the left and woman on the right. Neck, body, right arm, and hand, both legs, and bent knees. Yep. This guy getting squeezed. Yep. Yep. See, comment. Other people see the stuff I see, and other people that can overrule Joe Lewicki. Yeah, and that some people. Oh, Dave's not here. Dave's not here, guy. I mean, I've flushed friendlier turds down the toilet. Yeah. Dave's not here, guy. He's a real asshole. If I post it, he'd remove it, block, suspend me and stuff and all that for nothing, you know. Because his head's in his ass, I think it's Joe Lewicki's boyfriend. I think that they're, I don't know. But I think there's something going on there. Yeah. Be friends of AGK and all, knowing who AGK votes for. Holy rocks. Yeah, my rocks are very spiritual. And when I tell people who can't see them, don't worry, they can't see you either. Those rocks can't see you. they're afraid. I'm afraid. They look like spooky spirits. Um, what do I got to do? I gotta put my ID and stuff back in my wallet. This is when I went to the hospital for the sleep study. I went to a hospital once for I think it was, yeah, it was just X-rays or MRI. It was MRI. Yeah, that's right. And they have you chained into this gown thing and put your clothes in a locker and go get your MRI. And I came back $10. I had $10 in my pocket that I just got for change, from getting lunch, and I knew it was in my pocket. When I got back to my $10 was missing. So if I'm going to, I leave my money in the car, and I bring my ID in. I just bring what I need to check in. Because you can't trust one. You can't trust one. My neighbor over there, he's about 3/4 of a mile over there. It looks like he has a little small greenhouse, but I'm seeing big arch. There was one big arch, and now there's two arches, and he's putting up one of them big, long, arched greenhouses. I should get to know that neighbor. He might need a little help occasionally. I could do a little farm labor. I wonder what he plans on growing there. Next one was. I'll show you one thing on my. Where is it? I'll cover up some of this on my Oregon license and show you this one part of my Oregon license that says 8/22/2007. 8/22, August 22nd, 2007 is the date that I got my Oregon license in 2007. 3 years before the chase. And I went down, I got my Forrest Fenn's birthday is on my driver's license. Talk about numerology and numbers and stuff. Every time I look at my phone, all the numbers are, wow, 7-Eleven, 3/31, my birthday, and so a lot of 31s, 13s, or it's 0101, or something with 11 after it. Drum roll. Hospital that is. What are you next? Where are you going next? At the hospital? I'm just trying to get my doctor to get my prescriptions reordered, and I got to get them. This is why I can't stay on here long. Is I got to call them because they get my authorization to see my cancer doctor expires in 5 days. I told him you need to submit and get that extended before that expires. And I got to call down there. I got to call the VA first. Have they put in to extend my care for my oncologist? And they'll say no. And I said, well, can you ask them to? No, we can't ask them to. You have to. And it's like, I'm the middleman for the VA and my other doctors. That it's like my doctors can't communicate with the VA and the VA can't communicate with them. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. Oh yeah, and I'm still looking for a live-in search partner. And guys don't qualify. um, yeah, I'm true. These people doing these documentaries and stuff, and Forrest said, "Oh, that Gorman, oh, that guy's, he's the craziest guy I know," and but they don't realize Forrest Fenn says, the crazy guy that did that thing, that he calls himself crazy also. So you can't discount when he calls somebody crazy, because really it's a ruse. It's to distract you from the lead searcher. If he tells you something like that, and it's not somebody that he has a restraining order on, then you gotta wonder about it. you know, the Forrest, when I first seen Forrest, when I first seen him in February, he said, "Oh, I thought you weren't coming." I said, all depending on if my dentist finished up my dentures or not. If I didn't have my dentures, I wasn't gonna go. I got them, so I went. And feel a lot better having them. So, and then somebody brought up that Forrest said that there's a lead searcher, but they're not going to be here. So, that, and then he tells me, "I didn't think you were going to be here." Oh, he didn't think I was going to be here. What? Or did he know I was going to be there and he told me that so he could tell someone else the other line, and the two stories would clash together? I don't know. I should just tell my friend I'm streaming. There. Yeah, he'll probably pop in the room. J.A. Street, have a sister, Molly. Call her Molly because is your last name Brown then? Nut Street. You live on Brown Street? Brown House Street? Bit of great heart. Oh, yeah, I should. What's the weather? Yeah, today would have been a nice day. My luck, I get up there and it starts raining. But because it's been raining, the forecast is rain every afternoon or lately. And I think the grass around here is growing taller than it has in years. I have a drink. The fanatic. The brown trout. There's one rainbow. All the rest are brown. One rainbow from one end to the other. The rainbow has, for it to have an end, it has to have a new beginning too. And there was a T.S. Eliot thing I posted. What we call the beginning is often the end, and to make an end is to make a beginning. The end is where we start from. So, that's pretty profound. What we call the beginning is often the end, and to make an end is to make a beginning. The end is where we start from. As T.S. Eliot. I don't know. But, he says you're supposed to find substitutes, it's like he talks about the books and stuff and Borders. Did he really go to Borders, or was he hinting that these are important movies? Because that A Farewell to Arms and For Whom the Bell Tolls, they both have scenes that are in canyons, and it's that type of canyon that you're looking for, is in those two movies. And right at the beginning, For Whom the Bell Tolls, the army trucks are coming up the road, and you know, it's a real steep road or something, and the guy tells the driver of the truck, "Look, there's a man over there who needs help. He's dying. You know, he's up on the side of up by the karst, like where Forrest was stranded." And the driver told him, "Well, we can't stop because the truck won't go again if we stop because it was so steep." And well, hell, the guy could have jumped off the truck and gone and helped the guy, right? And so, and then also in A Farewell to Arms, it's got, who's in it? Gary Cooper. And he's helping a woman put her high heel on, and he tells her about architect. I want to tell you something about architecture. And so he's starting to put her shoe on, and a war scene goes off and whatever, and everybody scrambles, and he calmly walks and goes into this cellar, and the scene resumes. She's sitting there, and he's got her shoe, and he's putting her shoe on. The arch, my dear, the arch is the oldest form of art, and the arch is the oldest form of architecture, and that's why it's architecture, because of the arch. And so the arch is important. The omegas are the arches. I mean, you know, people just don't believe anything I say. So discount all of that, you know. And nobody's going to watch 2 hours and 13 minutes to get to that information. And I'm not going to tell them, hey, the good stuff's at 2:13. A pencil from the hospital. You want a pencil? Oh, sure. But it's the ones at the Dollar Tree that lead breaks. This good lead. Hospital has good lead. There's something Verizon try and cut me off or something. Battery 69%. All of a sudden you're unable to stream. Beep. Oh, try again. I'm back. So any interruption was caused by Verizon, and the video will come out clean. But at 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think that's long enough. And the best things are way out in the end. I might get it to 220, you know, just so those other things aren't right at the end. Because sometimes I like to say something important and sign off. But I'll put it where it's not right at the end. So yeah, that architecture and arch and stuff. And then in some of the people that do see the shapes in the rocks, the movie For Whom the Bell Tolls, that movie, you watch it, there's all kinds of stuff in the rock. I wouldn't mind going to that part of Spain and seeing some of that stuff. Hiccups and stuff. Yeah, see you, J.A. That made a meme of the one thing he said about me with Einstein and Tesla and stuff. That was cool. That eventually somebody's going to wake up because I've shown some other people some of this, and they're going to show a lot of people, a lot of the locals know it, but the dumbasses at the Forest Service, the government archaeologists, oh no, there's nothing there. No, oh, that's just natural. That's just natural. That bush growing in the crotch of that woman in the rock. Yeah, that's one of the fun ones. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. There's a formation of a woman, and there's a bush right in her groin. Yeah, yeah. Eventually, there are some people trying to undercut me, trying to find things before I do and stuff, and they have bigger, more popular channels, and so they're able to talk to some of the other people are talking because they have a big audience. I don't have a big enough audience to, Graham Hancock. He can't get his staff can't get their head out of their butt to tell him, hey, take a look at this, Graham. Because I'm sure if he's the one that's saying I'm not going to communicate with him, I don't believe it. I think he's got people under him that do all his online stuff, and they're blind as shit, dumb fucks. They can't see it. And so they don't let you connect with the important people, It's these interns and things that screen everything, and no matter how much we just don't let anybody talk to them because we're just twits and assholes, I sent a message to a magazine about it. See if they catch on, but hey, regular post. What did I say? Oh. Okay. Let's see, 18. 218, 220. Yeah, 220 sounds good. 220, 22. For 2222222. 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. Would be. It's at 2:18:33. Yeah, it was a slideshow about my stuff, and some people go, it's his rocks. I'm not going to watch it. And what was that architecture? The arch, the omegas or arches, rainbows. They're if any one of the 4 search states were known as a rainbow state, which would it be? The colorful one, maybe? Now the screen's flashing. YouTube or Verizon trying to cut me off or something. People wonder what this thing is, right? It's a flute. It's one of those elf things, I don't know how to play it. So, 19. I don't know if I can go another 2 minutes. Side by side, they make infinity. Yeah. Yeah, and infinity's talked about in the Book of Thoth. Infinity and what as above, so below. Thoth he traveled out to the planets and the stars. He was the Ezekiel. Basically, Thoth and Ezekiel are the same guy. Ezekiel just used Thoth's story. Thoth went for the ride in space. That's why he's riding on the ibis. And That's why I made the cartoon of Forrest riding on the ibis, and people didn't get it. Somebody thought somebody called it a what are those sandhill crane. They thought that was a sandhill crane that I put Forrest on in that little cartoon, and no, it was a glossy ibis, and see, Thoth is an ibis. So basically, what I found was Thoth riding an ibis. So I put Forrest Fenn riding the ibis. You know, it's interpreted the same thing. You know, and also I just did that, and his banana post on where Warmwater's halter or whatever came out about the banana, and I brought the bananas to Fembury. Grab every banana. 221, 20. One more minute. I'm going to try and make it 22222. Yeah, I have to hit the X and then the dunk when it's exactly. Yeah, I just want all twos on there. Because there's two of everything. 222. Yeah. 222. 5, 7, 58, 59, 222, now 22 seconds, and I'm going to say goodbye. And then maybe I got to put some pants on and go to the store and get some groceries. I'm sitting in my boxers, man. See ya.